Welcome back, everyone. It's a new year, and it's a new you, and Happy New Year to everybody. I have with me Susie Hessman, and she's the owner of Fit Life Med Spa. And I have to tell you, everybody right now, are you feeling a little plump? I know a lot of people are, and you are here. Welcome to the show. Tell everybody about yourself and what you do and what we're going to talk about today.
Okay. Hi, Carol. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. You too.
It's wonderful being back here again.
Thank you.
So we're going to talk about weight loss today. We do a lot of things at Fit Life Med Spa, so I'll go over what some of those things are, and then we'll dive into our weight loss program, because there's a lot of people that got their New Year's resolutions and are ready to...
Yeah, they got the money for their little facelifts or whatever it is that they want to do. And now today there's so many things that you offer. Go ahead.
So we do medical weight loss. We do bioidentical hormone pellets. We do laser hair removal, photofacials, body contouring, skin tightening, vaginal rejuvenation, chemical peels. We do dermafrac, which is a microneedling, microdermabrasion, and infusing the serum into the skin. We do Botox, fillers, hand rejuvenation, 3D body scans. We do all kinds of things.
Well, let me tell you something. When I look at you, I go, I want to look like that. Your skin is gorgeous.
Thank you.
I know you're not trying to lose weight in any way, but you happen to have been through the program, and we're going to talk a little bit about that.
Yes.
You look phenomenal.
Thank you.
Okay, and everybody, what I love about you more than anything is because I've seen other people do stuff, and it doesn't look real, you know? And I think that I want to talk about that with you real quickly before we go into the weight loss program, is what makes you different, and the difference of having somebody, let's say, who might buy something even online, as opposed to coming to a medical spa like yours.
Well, sure. There's a big difference between buying something that you can get online versus coming in. First of all, everything that we do is medical grade, and it's medically supervised. So my brother is our doctor, Robert Lundell, and then we have a nurse practitioner who's on staff. We have an RN on staff and a medical esthetician who's been in the business for 14 years.
Right. So it's a lot different. And when you have somebody that knows what they're doing, and boy, oh boy, it sure does look like you do. You want to make sure that it looks real, and that you're not getting something that is going to make you be sorry for.
Well, absolutely. And that's one of the things that is really important. For example, our RN, she also works at a spa in Scottsdale, and how big your lips are that you fill in Scottsdale is a whole lot different than the rest of us do.
Really?
Yeah. So
I had no idea that they like big lips in Scottsdale.
Well, we call them the duck lips.
Okay.
So we do things that it's improving.
You learn something every day on Networking Arizona.
We want to improve and enhance on your own natural beauty, and to have those enhancements be subtle. You don't want to walk up to somebody walk up to you and go, what did you do?
Right. And I have actually seen that. Absolutely. Now, you're located in where?
We're in Chandler on Riggs and McQueen.
And your website is fitlifemedspa.com. And let's talk about weight loss, because you know what? We all know it's the new year. Everybody is always trying to lose weight.
Yes.
Right after the new year. Let's talk about it.
Okay. We have a fabulous program that I have done myself twice. So I'm 49 years old. When I hit 40, I started, just metabolism changed and putting everything before myself and not planning my food and exercise when I needed to. And I started packing on the pounds.
I've been eating everything in sight. Go ahead.
So and it was subtle. It was a little 10 pounds a year. And the next thing I know, I turn around and I'm like, what happened? And I had tried several things along the way, CrossFit and all these different diets, and nothing was working. I might lose a little bit, but then I'd gain it back and more. And it was really, really frustrating. And it affected my health, the way that I felt, my self-esteem.
Sure.
So we found this program, this weight loss program, that has been successful for every patient that we've put on.
Wow.
That has followed the program.
Okay.
It's important. It's a very strict program. The strict part is for 40 days or 23 days to 40 days, depending upon how much weight you have to lose.
Okay.
And On my first round of 40 days, I lost 29 pounds.
Wow, in 40 days. Wow, listen to that. 29 pounds in 40 days. Wow. Now, let's talk a little bit about it because I want to open up the lines to the audience right away. We're going to enter everybody in to win a 65-day program, which is a $800 value. And in 65 days, you can lose up to 20 pounds.
Yes, absolutely.
It's amazing.
Yes. And it's a very comprehensive program, and we hold their hand throughout so that they're successful. And then we have other programs that we can go into later that help them stay on track after they're done losing the weight so that they don't gain it back.
Now, our lines are open here, and let me just say, I'm going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show for all of the things, but we're entering everybody in to win right now a 65-day weight loss program that is a little bit different, obviously, than some of the others out there, which we're going to talk about that. It's an $800 value to you guys out there. It's free to you guys out there. It's 20 pounds that you can lose up in 65 days. The number here to call is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Do you have all the information on the website?
Yes, we do.
So it's fitlifemedspa.com. You can also call them. You guys do free consultations with everyone?
Yes, we do.
You have to. So they do free consultations with you. The number to call is 480-300-7350, or call in here, get yourself entered in to win. This is a 65-day program, and it's an $800 value free to you or anyone you know. 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Okay, we're ready. How does it start? You got to talk to them first, right?
Yes. So they come in for a consultation. We discuss what their goals are, where they've had problems in the past, what solutions they have tried, and how long. I'll find there are some people it's just been a short-term thing, and others that they've been fighting, having those extra pounds for a very long time,
Sure.
and they're very frustrated. So we have blood work that we do. We have a comprehensive history and physical. They have to be approved by Dr. Lundell to be able to participate into the program.
What do they need to participate? What are the requirements?
Well, we need to know that their health is such that they're able to participate.
Okay.
Okay. And then after that, we will do a 3D body scan at the beginning and at the end.
Now, why do you do that?
Well, the body scan gives us a lot of information. It shows everything as far as, the 3D picture. Then it gives us all of their measurements. It tells us their weight, their body composition, their posture, their balance, and it also tells us their resting metabolic rate, which lets you know how many calories that you can eat to maintain your weight. So knowing that in the beginning and then knowing at the end, they know, okay, I can eat 1,362 calories in a day and not gain any weight, which is an important information to
Sure.
understand.
Okay.
And with doing the body scan before and after, we're also able to do a side-by-side comparison, and they can see the results and how good
it
they
must
look.
be very hard to see that first picture when you see a 3D of your own body.
It is, especially when you see the backside, some things you didn't want to see.
Ooh, I don't even want to go there. So what is it the next thing that they would do?
So after the body scan, then we do a weigh-in, so we know where we're starting on our scale, because they're going to be coming in once a week to check in. They will get a lipotropic, we call it a skinny shot, that the nurse will administer to them, and they'll get 7 days worth of HCG shots that they will take home and they give to themselves every day. So then they're checking in weekly. They should be weighing themselves daily.
Do you help them on what to eat and everything?
Absolutely. We give them a list of all the approved foods with their caloric value and a cookbook with some great recipes so
Awesome.
that they
We
don't
should
get
give
bored.
them a cookbook too. Hey, let me ask. So tell them again how much you lost in the time that you did it.
I lost 29 pounds in 40 days on the first round and 26 pounds in 40 days on the second round.
The number to call here to get entered in to win a 65-day program. This is an $800 value free to you or anyone you know. 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. The website is fitlifemedspa.com. Let's all get skinny.
All right.
Welcome back. We are talking with Susie Hessman, and she's owner of Fit Life Med Spa, and they're located in Chandler. We've been talking about losing weight, and everybody wants to lose weight right now. And so we've got our lines open here for everyone to get entered in to win. This is a 65-day program. It's an $800 value free to you, and you can lose up to 20 pounds in 65 days. I'm in. We also have that it includes a cookbook. You said it really quickly because you help it. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we have a cookbook that has delicious recipes for the weight loss time that they're doing it, and they can use those recipes moving forward,
Sure.
To maintain.
I think that's the hardest part about being on a diet. You can go through these programs, and if you follow it, you will lose the weight. The problem is that people don't know what to eat. They don't know what they can eat afterwards, and then that's when it gets really hard.
That is absolutely true. That's a big problem for a lot of people. You're right. There are a lot of diets that work, and you can lose weight on them, and then what do you do afterwards?
Right.
And so we have a couple of different solutions that we do with that. But let me step back for just a second with it. They're losing 20 pounds in 23 days on that. It's a 65-day program because we have a transition to
I said that wrong,
their
guys.
metabolism.
So 65 days and
23 days,
Say it.
yes.
Okay, so
what happens is after they're done with the HCG portion of it, we go into phase 1 of maintenance, and that's where we increase the calories, increase the food that they're eating, but they're still avoiding all sugars and starches.
So it's a 65-day program, but you lose up to 20 pounds in 23 days.
Yes.
That's
yes,
awesome. That's a pound a day.
People lose anywhere from a half a pound to a pound and a half a day on the program.
No wonder. Okay, I said it wrong. Totally wrong.
It's very motivating when you're seeing the pounds come off that quickly.
Absolutely.
But then phase 2 of maintenance is really important because what we're doing is adding back in a sugar or starch each day so they can see how their body responds to it. I found out that my body doesn't like baked potatoes, it doesn't like white rice, and it doesn't like bread. Yes.
Right.
But I know that if I'm going to eat those things, that I need to work out harder that day or reduce my calories to be able to enjoy those foods that my body's more sensitive to.
Who would not want to lose 23 pounds in 20 pounds in 23 days?
Yeah.
To me, I think that would be awesome to be able to look that good, that fast, and obviously you have to do the work. The work is what?
Well, the work is a strict diet during that time. So they're injecting themselves with HCG. HCG releases the abnormal fat out of your body into your bloodstream, so you have those calories to burn. So you have anywhere from 1,500 to 4,000 calories being burned, being released into your bloodstream. So you're on a very restricted diet of 500 calories. And I know people go, oh my gosh, 500 calories, but you've got that other calories that you're able to burn. So you are not hungry.
And you did this yourself twice.
I've done it twice, yeah.
And you tell them how much you lost.
I lost 29 pounds in 40 days and 26 pounds in 40 days. And I've kept it off since I lost it, and it's been almost a year.
And here's the thing about HCG too, is that you don't have to really work out. Your body, for some reason, it just kind of makes it go back into a natural, beautiful shape.
Because you're releasing the abnormal fat. So not the good structural fat that keeps your skin looking, plump. It's the abnormal fat in your body. So the first place that it comes off for everybody is their waist and their hips.
Not bad.
Yes, and you are actually not working out during this time. The only exercise you're able to do just during the HCG part is 20 minutes of walking a day. So we don't want the body to go into starvation mode, but walking makes you feel good, and it sets a good habit for you.
Absolutely. Now, we've got our lines open here for everyone to get entered in to win. It's a 65-day program. You lose up to 23 pounds in 20 days. So, right? Or 20 days, 20 pounds in 23 days. You lose it very fast. It's a pound a day that you lose this weight. It also includes a cookbook. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Their number, you can call them direct. They do free consultations. It's 480-3 300-7350. The website is fitlifemedspa.com. And this is all under a doctor's, your brother is the doctor.
Yes.
And it's all under his supervision.
Yes, it is. And some of the things I want to explain about what we do to help our patients be successful in moving forward after they've lost the weight, to keep that weight off, is we have a monthly program that for $119 a month, they can come in weekly, get their skinny shots, they weigh in, talk to the nurse if they're having any issues. They also get a 3D body scan each month and an express facial, all for the $119 a month.
Wow. And well, that's kind of cool. So it keeps them looking good and feeling good for a long time.
And it keeps the accountability. So
Sure.
they know I'm going to have to go in and step on that scale. I better be watching what I'm eating. I better stay on track. We also have some supplements that can help after they've lost the weight, can help them suppress the appetite, and they're all natural. And that they also have one that helps with carb absorption, so they're not absorbing the carbs. And then we also have something new that's very exciting. We have a DNA test that will draw your blood, send it to the lab. It takes 3 or 4 weeks. We'll get the DNA test back, and it's a huge report, about
What's
60
it for?
pages. It tells you what diet and exercise is the best for your genetic type.
Really?
It's
That's
incredible.
pretty interesting.
I did it myself. I
What
thought it would
was it
come back
like?
and say, oh, you should be on low carb and heavy weightlifting kind of thing. It came back and said, I should be on a balanced diet and do more endurance training than weightlifting.
and-
I was amazed.
So, and have other people done it where you have found that they've said you need to be on, a low carb diet or whatever? Or
Yeah.
does it always say,
No. It'll come back and say low carb, low fat, Mediterranean balance. It'll tell based upon
Your DNA.
Yeah.
Your DNA.
Yes.
That's pretty
And it tells
interesting.
you a bunch of other things too. Like it came back and said that I metabolize caffeine very quickly. It said that I have a genetic tendency to have a low vitamin B6 level. I mean, there's a bunch of information that comes back from this DNA test that's very useful
Wow.
for your health.
Now, again, we've got our lines open here, and everyone's getting entered in to win. This is a 65-day program. You lose up to 20 pounds in 23 days, basically a pound a day. It also includes a cookbook, which is really nice to have. And our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. They always do free consultations. You can call them direct at 480-300-7350. The website is fitlifemedspa.com. And again, you've done this program. You've been through it twice.
Yes.
And now, why did you have to do it through it twice? You lost like almost 60 pounds.
I needed to lose that much.
Wow.
I had gained 70 pounds. Like I said, it snuck on. I hit 40 and I gained about 10 pounds a year for 7 years. So I needed to do it. I've had several patients that have done multiple rounds to lose massive amounts of weight.
And once they lose that weight and they're losing it like that, and what happens to their skin? I think we need to talk a little bit about what you do. You can help them with that.
We can. We have a machine that's radio frequency and ultrasound that can help tighten the skin. It produces a heat. It feels like a hot stone massage, and it helps to tighten the skin.
Wow. So, okay, let's talk again about you. That I want to tell them everything that they get with this program. Go ahead.
So there is a blood work that's done. We do a 3D body scan at the beginning and end. They've got weekly check-ins. It covers all the HCG prescription. It's a injectable medication. They get weekly skinny shots, the lipotropic shots that help also with energy. They get a cookbook.
Did you see the weight come off literally within a week or so? Literally?
Oh, yes. Oh, I felt amazing. It was incredible. It was so motivating to see the weight coming off that fast that you're motivated to stay on the diet.
Absolutely. Now, we've got our lines open here for everyone to get entered in to win. There's 2 different days. You have one that's 65 days, and then there's one that's longer, right?
Yes, we have one that's 90 days for people that need to lose more than 20 pounds.
So, but we're entering everybody in to win, and you could call throughout the rest of the show for it. It's a 65-day program. It's an $800 value free to you or anyone you know. It includes a cookbook, and and you're going to lose up to 20 pounds. That's in 23 days. That's almost a pound a day. And you know what? It takes a little work, but afterwards they also help you with keeping that weight off. And I'll tell you something, you look phenomenal. I know,
Thank you.
whatever it is, you're doing it just right. What else should we talk about with
Well,
it?
I wanted to mention also that another reason that people might have a hard time maintaining their weight is their hormones are out of whack. That's something else that we do. We do the bioidentical hormone pellets. They're a pellet that go in underneath your skin so that your body takes what it needs when it needs it. I have patients that are in their 30s all the way up to their 80s, men and women.
Sure.
And it's not just for weight. It's also to help with their mood, to help with sleep, to help with feeling more motivated, happy, energetic,
I think that everything, a lot of stress, a lot of things that you're dealing with in life comes from your hormones.
Yes.
And it affects your body incredibly. That's both men and women.
Yes.
We've got our lines open here, and I'll keep the lines open throughout the rest of the show. It's a 65-day program. It's an $800 value, free to you. You're going to lose a pound a day practically for 23 days. You're going to look great. It includes a cookbook. Our number here, 602-277-5369.